This video possibly contains both manga and anime spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, go and watch Attack on Titan or read the manga. You have been warned. During the Scouts' 57th recon mission, they encountered an intelligent female Titan. After she escaped her capture, the human that was inside that Titan escaped and went after the Levi division who was keeping Eren. After retransforming to a Titan, she defeats the Levi squad and proceeds to go after Eren. In this case, Eren finally made up his mind to transform into his Titan, but proceeds to still lose against her. After losing to the female Titan, she rips off Eren's nape and proceeds to put him in her mouth. He is then saved by Mikasa and Levi. Later on in the anime, you would learn that the female Titan is actually Annie Lionheart, who trained with the regiment. After being forced to Titanize and fight Eren one last time, Eren beats Annie and she's forced to crystallize herself, and is captured then by the Scouts. With all this being said now, this brings us to what the What If is about. So, I am Atlas is here, and this is going to be What If Annie ate Eren. First off, for this What If to work, Annie's mission will have to be changed to take Eren's Titan and not capture him. Now then, looking at this, I believe that there can be two possibilities of what could happen to the story. The first possible choice for this would be Annie actually being able to escape the forest and make it back into the walls. Second possibility that could happen is that the Ackerman duo that's pursuing Annie could overwhelm her to the point that she is forced to use the Titan hardening ability that encases her into a giant crystal just so they don't get to capture her. After defeating Eren, Annie rips off his nape, and instead of choosing to capture him and hold him inside her mouth, she chooses to fully devour him. After consuming Eren, Annie chooses then to flee the forest before any more scouts can show up. Before she can make it to a safe distance, Mikasa shows up and attacks. One thing to point out is this is a Mikasa that has watched Annie devour Eren. My guess is that she'll act similar to how she was in the anime and constantly try attacking Annie, and instead of wanting to capture her, she will want to kill the person inside the Titan. Hold up, pause quick. This is Future Atlas here, and I'm saying right now is that I was wrong in that statement there. Mikasa regardless wanted to kill Annie. As Mikasa starts attacking Annie, Annie's thoughts race to two choices. She can either start to flee or a fight. Instead of wasting energy fighting Mikasa, Annie decides to flee instead. I chose this option for her due to the fact that this is her second Titan transformation, and she also used a lot of energy healing her injuries from Eren and fighting Levi's squad. Even if the female Titan has good endurance, she also would have to think about the fact that when she's fighting Mikasa, other scouts could arrive, which would be a problem. With one last push, Annie charges straight out of the forest away from Mikasa. After running a great distance, Annie's Titan finally collapses. After resting a bit, Annie then makes it to the walls. From this point on, the story could either be changed a bit or continue out the same way. The big difference with the story is that one of the casualties was Eren himself. Most likely, when the scouts make it back, Armin will still suspect Annie to being the female Titan, and the story will probably continue out with them having the battle. A few days pass after the scouts' failed operation. Armin and Mikasa go and confront Annie about it, and she proceeds to turn into a Titan. Annie attempts to make a break through the wall, but she is pursued by a combination of the military police and the scout regiment. In this variation of the story, Levi never confronted Annie, so he'll be able to join in due to not being injured. With the combination of both Mikasa and Levi, Annie is brought down to her knees quite quickly. Annie's doing her best to guard her nape from the incoming attacks, but it's getting to the point that she's going to be overwhelmed soon, so in the final act she releases a roar. The soldiers around her are surprised at first, but then they regain their composure and go for the attack. Before anyone can make a lethal blow, lightning strikes in the distance. Reiner and Bertolt, the ones who possessed the Colossal and Armored Titan, both learned from the Scout Regiment that Eren died. They both now suspect that Annie was revealed. After seeing her Titan flash, they knew what they had to do. Reiner and Bertolt both transform into their Titan to make sure that Annie can escape. With the intervention of the Armored Colossal Titan, the female Titan is able to make her escape. After running some distance, Reiner and Bertolt both meet up with Annie and they proceed to leave the walls. They make their way to the ocean where they find the War Chief Zeke sitting there. With the fact that they have the Founding Titan, Marley is able to wipe out Paradise and make sure that they don't have to go into any wars further on. Big changes now that happen with the story is that the 4-year war Marley has most likely won't happen due to the fact that they have a lot more Titan power. With no Eren, the walls will never crumble and the rumbling will never begin. The Marleyan race would use the Founding Titan's power to go with Zeke's plan and steal the ability to reproduce for the Eldian people. I believe after this is where the first possibility will end. Now then, onto possibility 2. Just for a reminder, possibility 2 is where Annie gets captured. In the first possibility, after Annie ate Eren, I described how Annie had two choices, either to run away from Mikasa or fight her. In this one, it's going with the choice of her having to fight. Annie's reason for staying and fighting Mikasa was in hope for her to be able to defeat her quickly. Due to the skills of Mikasa, the fight takes too long and Levi arrives. Due to Levi's skill, he's able to cut quicker than she can harden and brings Annie down to her knees. In a quick movement, Levi goes and slices Annie's nape open, revealing her human body. Before Levi can grab Annie's body, she forces a hardened crystal around herself. With Annie being crystallized and technically captured, Levi calls upon other scouts to come and take a crystal out of the Titan's body. The scouts' mission is technically successful, but due to the losses they've had and the fact that Annie's crystallized, they don't get any information out of her. With Annie's crystal back at the walls and the announcement of Eren's death, Bertolt and Reiner are going to have to rethink the plans. Those who didn't know that the warrior's goal was to steal the Founding Titan and destroy the people of the walls. The news that Eren was killed by the female Titan and that she was revealed to be Annie Lionheart of the 104th Cadet Corps, Bertolt and Reiner are going to then have to assume that Annie stole the Founding Titan's power. I say it's the Founding Titan's power due to the fact that I believe that Reiner and Bertolt and Annie all thought that Eren somehow obtained that power. The only way for Reiner and Bertolt to obtain Annie again is to attack the district that she's in. I believe that in this possibility, the scouts' heads will also know that the Colossal and Armor Titan may appear due to the fact that they have Annie. As Reiner sneaks around trying to find Annie, as he finds her, he instantly transforms into the Armored Titan and breaks her out. A combination of military police, survey corps, and garrison converge onto Reiner's position, but as they're trying to attack him, a Colossal Titan appears. With the Colossal Titan there, he breaks through the walls just to allow Reiner to escape. As Reiner comes out, Bertolt hops out of his Titan form and hitches a ride away. Due to the fact that they're inside the inner walls, each wall they go past, they have to break through a new district. It takes a bit due to the fact that Reiner is the only one running for them to reach the end of the island. When they reach there, they run into the War Chief. I'm going to say from now on that they all go back to Marley instead of going back to retrieve the Jaw Titan. Without Eren in the story, the rumbling would never happen, and I believe the Asian plan that Zeke has would most likely go forward. In the end, just like the first possibility, the Eldian race will soon go extinct. And this is where I'm going to end it now, so this is going to be What If Annie Ate Eren.